Today we're discussing the Bengal cheerleader case. This is the case involving a very pretty professional football cheerleader who is also a school teacher, and she has been accused of having inappropriate sexual contact with her minor student. The case was kind of on the rocks for a little while because the only bit of evidence the prosecution has to move forward are these alleged text messages that were sent between Sarah Jones and the minor student. There was a question on whether the court would throw out the text messages, therefore leaving the prosecution with virtually nothing. As we previously reported, the alleged victim in this case will not testify on behalf of the prosecution. In fact, he has made his way to the defense's witness list, and it is believed that he and his family are very much supportive of Sarah Jones, and he does not want her convicted of this offense. For our answers, we turn to legal writer for Wild About Trial, Ryan Kearns. Ryan, there has been a development in this case. What is it?
The Sexts are in.
The Sexts are in?
The Sexts are in. The judge in this case has found these texts to be admissible, so they're coming in.
They're coming in.
They're coming in.
Are they damning? Are they explicit? What do we know about them?
As you said earlier, the victim in this case will not testify. So the prosecution, the only link that they can actually have between the victim and the defendant, Ms. Jones, are these texts. It's the only link they have to prove a sexual relationship. Now, the only texts that have been released so far show Jones telling the victim, this underage boy, to deny everything. So we have at least her telling them to deny everything, but we don't know exactly what she's telling him to deny. So these texts are going to come out in court. We're going to find out what these texts have. If the prosecution is continuing with this case and the only evidence they have are these text messages, they must be damning. They must show that there is a sexual relationship through these text messages.
I agree, because if the only text message we have so far says deny anything, deny everything, that doesn't say a lot to me. I want to know what it is that he's supposed to deny. And if it's something like, hey, sex was great last night, well then the defense has got some problems. But if they're pretty, innocuous text messages that can be interpreted a lot of different ways, remember, in the criminal law, when there are two interpretations, when a jury can see two interpretations of any given set of facts, they must adopt the one that points to the defendant's innocence. That is the law, and I am certain that her defense is going to say, hey, these are not as the prosecution is alleging them to be. They were innocent, and by law, the jury has to adopt the interpretation that points to the innocence.